Hey everyone, this is Willie, and on today's episode we're going to make a storage container for my sanding sheets. So we're going to build this today with some scrap pieces of OSB that I picked up at the hardware store. It was in the junk bin and they were selling it for about €1. So to get started, I'm going to draw out on the board here where all of the dadoes need to be routed, as well as all of the rabbets for the edge grain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the two sides at one time before I cut them out of the board. That way I know that they're all going to be perfectly lined up. So now that I have that all drawn out, I can start cutting the dadoes and the rabbets into the ends of the board. Okay, we're all done with the router, and that was tough. Now I'm going to move on to the jigsaw and cut out the outer edge of this and then slice it in half, and then that'll be the two long sides done. I did not actually originally cut this piece to be the bottom. It was actually just the scrap that came off of cutting these two down, but it's the perfect size for the bottom, so I'm going to use it. Okay, now let's glue it up and tack it with some brad nails, and then afterwards we can cut the dividers. everyone, we're back, and it obviously is the next day, and I have shaved my beard. Yesterday was a frustrating day in the workshop. I should have done a little bit more research before doing my initial experiments with the Dremel router. My choice to use chipboard was not a wise one. It just was the toughest thing I could have chosen. It just was chewing up the bit. It was a ton of work, and it was slow going and really made the process pretty hard. So when I finally got to the assembly stage, I just was really throwing it together. And as you can see here, like, I'm off on this edge here and over on this edge. It is a bit of a mess assembly. And I got to the point where I was very disappointed and I just wanted to scrap the project. So I just needed to walk away. Now that I have rested on it and I came back down to look at it, it is not nearly as bad as I thought, and I definitely want to get continued going. It just shows you the importance of sometimes walking away and taking a break. So what we're going to do today is going to use these pieces of scrap from the project of the sign, and we're going to cut dividers. I've set up the miter saw with a stop block for the size I'll need for each of the dividers, so let's get started. There we go. I'm going to get out the jigsaw and cut the two end pieces. So I was thinking I'd use the inverse of the pattern for the sandpaper for the groove that I'm going to cut out. So I'm just going to trace that and cut it freehand. Alright, so it's all finished, so I can get these guys all sorted into here. So I think this is a nice little way to organize my sandpaper, and for the moment I'm not going to be needing much more space than this because these are the main ones that I use, and I only have the one sander. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you might have learned something from the mistakes I made over the last couple of days, and even if not, I hope you had fun and enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll put up a link to a couple other videos up here, and I put out new videos every week. Thanks, and see you next time.